Hi, let's talk about the Crazy 8. Sounds crazy, right? It is crazy. And do you know why it's crazy? Because we do it to stop ourselves moving to the next level. And that next level could be success, abundance, wealth, a new job, a new relationship, committing to a relationship. It could be all these wonderful things. And the reason we do the Crazy 8 is because it stops us going there. And also, it's because it keeps us safe as well. It's quite easy to stay safe, right? Because to do something where you progress in life, often you have to put yourself in a state of physical discomfort. And so the Crazy 8 keeps us in the safe place. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The thing you fear the most is how magnificent you are. What a wonderful, incredible person you are. The thing you're more comfortable with is how you can fail quite easily. How you're not good enough. And there's the thing. It is believed that the reason that we fail in life is because we fear one of two things. One, we fear that we won't be good enough. We won't step up. We won't be able to do it. Won't be a success. Two is that we won't be lovable. We won't be loved. We won't be liked. So we fear not being good enough and what other people think of us. It's quite common, right? So that stops us from actually starting in the beginning. We don't even begin. Now, say I want to move to the next level in my life. And say I want to, for example, commit to a relationship. What will happen is I'll start to have some very strong emotions about this other person. And I might think, yeah, this is the one for me. This is the person for me. I want to spend my rest of my life with this person. So what I'll do is, to keep myself safe, is I won't tell them. Because, well, what if I tell them and they reject me? Or what if it wasn't what they were thinking and I'm going in too strong too quick? Or what if I won't be good enough? What if I can't actually hold down a relationship because I've been single for so long? There'll be all these things going through my mind. And so what might happen is, to stop me going to that next level, I might start to go into a Crazy 8. So remember, when we want to go to the next level, we normally have some strong emotions, and I want to take a risk, take a leap of faith. I want to go there. So we start to have these strong emotions. And then that fear comes in, that I won't be good enough, or that I won't be loved. And then I stop myself. And before I execute and carry on with my plan, I do this thing called the Crazy 8. I want you to imagine two emotions, very strong, that are the opposite of each other. But they will also alleviate and relieve one another. So normally, one of the emotions that I would feel will be sadness. I will feel down. I will connect with myself. I will feel sorry for myself. I've always said that the oldest indoor sport is feeling sorry for yourself. It's a game played by many, right? We've all played it. Sometimes I'll feel self-pity. It doesn't mean that I want others to self-pity me. I'll just feel self-pity. I'll be like, why me? Why doesn't anything go right for me? Why does other people get that and I don't? So this emotion I'm feeling is quite relaxed. Can you imagine that? It's kind of slow, softer, more relaxed, and I'm sort of connecting with myself, feeling quite down. But because we can't hold the same emotion all the time, 24/7, it will shift into a different emotion, another strong emotion, which will be more motivated, stronger, tense perhaps. So I could shift from my sadness, imagine a figure 8, into anger. I'm fed up. Why do people get what I don't get? Suddenly that sadness becomes, I want that. I never get that. I want some of that. Or I might get frustrated. People don't understand me. Well, that's alright, I don't care. And then I'll get tense. And I could get motivated. Do you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to break through. So imagine the thing that I want is to have a perfect body. So I start to eat healthily and I decide to go to the gym. I go to the gym, I look around the gym and I see everyone with these perfect bodies and I go, I can't do it. I won't be good enough. So I go home and I start to feel sadness, despair, connect with myself. And I start to get upset with myself. Why did I even start, you know? And then all of a sudden, that sadness causes me to shift into motivation. Do you know what? I can do this. I can definitely do it. And I go back to the gym or I go back to my healthy eating plan. And at some point, I don't feel good enough again and I connect with myself again. Sadness again. Now these two emotions, this crazy 8, can keep happening. And it can happen for 10 years, for 20 years. You can be stuck in the crazy 8. And you can have a crazy 8 about many different things in your life. But those two emotions that trigger each other are often, like I said, a very sad, self-connecting, self-pity, despair, softer, more relaxed emotion, and a very hard, angry, frustration, tension, tightness. And that kind of just plays out constantly. So think about your life. Think about maybe things you've struggled with in the past and when you went into your crazy 8. And think about now. If there's anything that you're stuck on at the moment, think about what's your crazy 8 now? What's your sad feelings? What are they like? What's going on for you? Do you feel sadness at yourself? You know, do you feel sorry for yourself? And then what does that shift into on the other side? I mean, you could go from sadness to upset with myself, fed up with myself. Why do you never step up? What's the matter with you? Two very different emotions. But what they do is they stop me moving to the next level. Now, the way out of a crazy 8, well, there's two ways. One of the ways could be that I find something else to do to stop myself thinking about it. So I'm trying to get the healthy body. I'm going through the sadness to the anger, the frustration. I know what I'll do. I'll eat loads of food. I'll eat loads of food, push my feelings down inside, so I don't really have to feel now. And I'll get a high from that blood rush from the food. And I'll completely distract myself from the crazy 8. And then at some point, I'll go back to the crazy 8 again. The other thing you can do to get out of the crazy 8 is to move to the next level. To take a leap of faith. To have some risk. How does it feel to take a risk? If you're a person that has a set of rules in your life that you want certainty, and that you crave certainty, safeness, how hard would it be for you to take a risk? If you have fear in your life, if you have a set of beliefs that make you become safe, how hard for you is to start. Because that's the thing. The crazy 8's always there for you. It will look after you. It will say, you know, stay here, it's alright. Some days you're sad. Some days you're angry, frustrated, motivated. But stay in the crazy 8. But you'll be there forever. to get out of the crazy 8, you've got to step up. You've got to raise your standard. You've got to go to the next level. But what we've got to know is what will interrupt it. What will interrupt your crazy 8? What will get in the way of all this? So I want you to draw a figure 8 and write down the 2 strong emotions either side that you go through. Be honest here. Got to be honest. Remember, your honesty is your power. Okay? So be honest. Write down what's this side and what's that side. How does it happen? And when does it play out in your life? And what is it stopping you doing? Because I always say to clients, when you're stuck, it's a positive reason that you're stuck for. And they'll go, no, it's not positive at all. But it is, because you kept yourself stuck. You've put yourself in that place and you made a choice not to take the risk, not to go forward, you know. And these future things are always something where they'll take you forward in life, like starting a new job, telling someone you love them, telling someone you want to marry them, committing to that relationship, or moving house. There are always things where you'll go forward in life. And the crazy 8 always keeps you stuck there. But remember, it keeps you safe because you're comfortable. You've been there for years, right? Living in that old town for years. You don't want to move out. It's easy there. You know what it's like there. But we won't get that progress. And there'll always be a time as you're getting older where you'll think, I didn't do it. I had all those dreams and I didn't step up. I need to do it. And it doesn't matter what age you are right now. All that matters is that you do something about it today. So write down the emotions on either side. And what we're going to do is on our next session is we're going to learn how to interrupt it, how to break through. Because that's what we want to do, is we want to be aware, have the awareness, and then we want to be able to interrupt the crazy 8, to stick a foot in it, to go forward and leave it behind. Won't that be good? So, write down emotions either side, what they're stopping you doing, what they're stopping you creating or being or going to. What's that future place you want to get to and you can't quite get there because you're stuck in this backwards and forwards, to and fro. Remember, the sadness creates the anger and then the sadness alleviates the anger and it kind of, it relieves it, doesn't it? So they work with each other. Okay. Go write it down and then come back to the next video and we'll talk about how we can interrupt this, how we can break through. See you soon.